Today, we are here in the virtual meet of Scout and Guide of Northeast region to discuss and plan for the near future. How we will deliver the Scout and Guiding activity to our youth members during the pandemic situation. I, Swarnali, and my friend Pankaj welcome you all guests, panelists, attendees, and viewers for the first virtual meet of the Scouters and Guiders in Northeast region.
So today we will going to start our meet by our scout as per our scouting tradition. So we are all of you requested to please be stand for the scout guide prayer. Please. Guruji sir, please play the prayer.
दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना हमारे ध्यान में आओ प्रभु आँखों में बस जाओ अंधेरे दिल में आकर के परम ज्योति जगा देना बहा दो प्रेम की गंगा दिलों में प्रेम का सागर हमें आपस में मिलजुल कर प्रभु रहना सिखा देना हमारा कर्म हो सेवा हमारा धर्म हो सेवा सदा ईमान हो सेवा वो सेवक चर बना देना वतन के वास्ते जीना वतन के वास्ते मरना वतन पर जान फिदा करना प्रभु हमको सिखा देना दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना
Thank you. Please be seated. Now I would like to request our Assistant Director NER sir, Sri Analendra Sharma sir, please deliver the welcome speech sir. Sir, please.
Very good morning to one and all present here. Most honorable today's chief guest, Sri S.P. Singh, honorable member of Legislative Assembly, Government of Manipur, honorable Chief Commissioner Scout, Dr. H.P. Setri, sir, honorable International Commissioner Guide, Emilia Soyer Madam, honorable Deputy International Commissioner Scout, Madhusudan AS, all the honorable members of Bharat Scout and Guide, National Headquarters, respected our director and professional team of Bharat Scout and Guide. On behalf of our President, Dr. Anil Kumar Jain, and our Chief National Commissioner, Dr. K.K. Khandeval, I heartily welcome all the attendees, all the panelists of this virtual meet, and all the viewers The Bharat Scout and Guides always working for the community, and during this last pandemic situation, last 4 months, we are actively working with our community for the sake of how we can stop coronavirus and how we can support our fellow men. The Scouting is a 113 years old organization. It's a movement to creating a better citizen, to create a better world. So on behalf of all these attendees and viewers and panelists of this program, I heartily welcome SP Singh sir. You giving us consent to inaugurate this program. It is a great pleasure for us to have you with the Scout Guide family members. Today and tomorrow, this program is going to continue, and we are going to have discussion with our members, these Scout or Guiders, who are the backbone of the Scout movement. They are only the people who create the active young members, young citizens of the nation. So we are going to discuss with them how we can support our young members, since all young members now they are stuck down at home. So they are doing their education from home online. So Scouting never stops. Scouting also offer them the program online, how they can enjoy the Scout movement during any situation. So with these few words, I welcome once again one and all present here, and I request our honorable guest SP Singh sir to inaugurate this program with his blessing to all the attendees and all the members of Bharat Scout and Guides. Over to SP Singh sir.
Now, I would like to call upon SP Singh Sir, Honorable of MLA, Government of Tripura, Government of Manipur, for the inauguration of the event.
SP Singh sir, please unmute your mic. I request you to SP sir, please unmute your mic.
And I am very happy to inform you all members that from our international body, Madam Grace with us, we welcome you for this virtual meet of Scout and Guider of Northeast Region, Bharat Scout and Guide India. Welcome, Grace ma'am.
Sir, SP sir.
Am I audible as spacing, sir? We can see you, but we could not hear you. SP Singh sir. So we have our Chief Commissioner Scout, Bharat Scout and Guide India, and State Chief Commissioner of Sikkim, Dr. HP Setri sir. By that time, I think our MLA sir is going to join. I request Setri sir, place all the attendees and other members. SP Singh sir, are you audible? मेरा आवाज आ रहा है आपके पास सिंह साहब
Hello, Mr. Sharma.
Yes, sir.
Don't bypass the chief guest. Let him correct it and let him hear from him.
Yes, sir.
Let us hear from him. Kindly correct the things. What is wrong?
No,
Something wrong going.
He is there connected, but his voice not coming, sir.
That is the thing. This should have been checked earlier.
Yeah. Singh sir.
यो त राम्रो ठाउँको छ नि दाइ
एसपी सिंह सर, अगर आप आवाज सुन रहे हैं तो प्लीज अपना ब्लेसिंग्स दे सबको। एसपी सिंह सर, सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
Sorry, sir, you are not audible. Maybe some just check your connection. Sorry, sir, we cannot hear you.
Singh Saab, you restart your Zoom.
Please, you restart. Leave the meeting once and then restart the meeting.
I request HP Secretary sir, maybe he is going to connect, then we are going to listen to him. So with your permission and blessing, we are going to start the programs. Secretary sir.
Sir, please unmute your mic. HP Chetri, sir.
Yes. Are you here?
Yes, sir. You are audible. Please.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
sir.
thing should have been checked in advance, and the chief guest, it amounts to insult. You requested me to speak. I cannot speak bypassing the chief guest. We should wait. It happens sometime in the big programs too. We should wait. He should be corrected and come and speak. In the meantime, we can program. We can, if you want, we can start the program and continue with the program. In between, if he comes okay, you
Yeah.
inform them. If he comes okay, then he will take his own time, welcome speech, then again we'll continue. That should be
Yes.
the system. But bypassing him, anyone should not speak on behalf of him without his permission. That is my idea and that is my experience. Therefore, kindly start the program.
Yes, sir. We are going to start. So I request for the first session of this program, being we have now 109 attendees and 32.
Thank you, sir. So before we start our today's first session, so मैं दो पंक्तियां बोलना चाहता हूं जो कि हम लोग फिलहाल इस सिचुएशन में अभी चल रहे हैं हम लोग रिगार्डिंग पेंडेमिक सिचुएशन ऑफ कोविड-19 के बड़े दौर गुजरे हैं जिंदगी के, ये दौर भी गुजर जाएगा। बड़े दौर गुजरे हैं जिंदगी के, ये दौर भी गुजर जाएगा। थाम लो अपने पाँव को घर में, करना भी थाम जाएगा। So now we'd like to call Madam Arunuma Devi, State Training Commissioner, Guide Assam, for please bring us the first session of today's meet, sir. Ma'am.
Thank you, Pankaj.
Thank you, ma'am.
Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. All the respected members of Bharat Scouts and Guides and the participants too. Now, I start off my session this morning with the fundamentals of Bharat Scouts and Guides. Now, dear participants, when we talk about the fundamentals of any movement or any organization, what we are talking about is the main foundation on which an organization thrives, works, and progresses. So when we talk about the fundamentals of Bharat Scouts and Guides, we have to talk about the definition of Bharat Scouts and Guides, the principle on which the fundamentals of Bharat Scouts and Guides works, its purpose, and also the methods which it follows to carry out the different works and how it progresses by taking these different works. Now, let us take one by one the different parts of the fundamentals, the definition, the principle, the purpose, and the method. Now, let us go to the definition. Let us go to the definition first. When we talk about the definition of Bharat Scouts and Guides, we will have to say that the Bharat Scouts and Guides is a voluntary, non-political, educational movement for young people, open to all without distinction of origin, race, or creed, in accordance with the purpose, principle, and method conceived by the founder, Lord Baden-Powell. Now, Pankaj, can we have the slide on definition, please? Pankaj, if you can hear me, can we have the slide on definition, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. When we talk about the definition of Bharat Scouts and Guides, certain things are very, very important. One important point is it is a voluntary organization. Voluntary here meaning that it is an organization where people are not forced to join. They come to this organization at their own will. That is why it is a voluntary organization. Nobody is pushed into this organization. They come here because they want to be here. They want to come and work for the welfare of this organization. That is why they are here. It is non-political. Non-political means no political organization can interfere with the working of Bharat Scouts and Guides. It is a political movement where no political party or political interference comes in the working of the organization. It's an educational movement. Why educational? Because the programs which we take up, the work which we take up in Bharat Scouts and Guides, it educates people. And whom does it educate? It naturally educates the young people who come and join this movement. So it's an educational movement. Then it is an organization for young people. We welcome all young people to this organization. And when we open our organization for these young people, we are not concerned about their origin, their race, or the creed to which they belong. We are not actually concerned about which religion they belong to, which region they belong to, whether they belong to a higher caste or a lower caste. We are not at all concerned. Neither are we concerned about the race from which they come. We do not make any distinction whether they come from the north, from the east, from the west, or from some low or unknown race So we don't make any distinction there. Then we do not make any distinction about the creed. We are not concerned to which creed they belong to. And so, what do? We we welcome all these people, these young people, and then we call these young people and we have them doing things according to the purpose, the principle, and method which was conceived by the founder of our movement, Lord Baden-Powell, in 1907, when he first started the experimental camp in Brownsea Island. Yes, so next let us go to the purpose of Bharat Scouts and Guides. Now, the purpose of the Bharat Scouts and Guides is that it contributes to the development of the young children physically. We help in the intellectual development, the social development, emotional development, and we also work for the spiritual potential of these young people. When we talk about the physical development, Scouts and Guides have many things in it. There are lots of programs in it in which the youth can develop physically. One is the BP6, which was introduced by Lord Baden-Powell. BP6 helps the individual to develop physically, right from the head to the toe. Besides that, in Scouts and Guides, there are the asanas, the yogasanas, which we practice, and these yogasanas also help in the physical development. Scouting itself is an outdoor activity. So the outdoor activities naturally help to develop the physical part of each young individual who come and join this movement. Then again, the second point is it helps the young people to develop their intellect. So it is a development of the intellectual of the young people. In this movement, the young people are given enough scope to work on their own, to make their own programs, their own work. So this helps to develop the intellect of the individual. So intellectually, they develop, they become individuals. Social development. This is a very important development of young people, because in Scouts and Guides, what we are trying to do is develop the young people in such a way that they will become active citizens of the future. So the social development is very, very important here. The Scouts and Guides work with close contact with the society. They are involved with various social work. They carry on various community development projects, and these helps to develop the social well-being of the young people. In fact, when the Scouts make their promise, they say that they would work for the country. When country comes in, definitely the country again is telling them that it is the social development which they're working for. The next point is emotional development, which we do. Each young boy or girl who comes into the movement, we want emotional stability for these young boys and girls. The emotional stability comes when they work as individuals, they work for the development of the society, and work for achieving different goals by being members of Scouts and Guides. So the emotional development is also something which we always talk about in Scouts and Guides. The next is the spiritual potential. The spiritual potential is something which is very, very important. For each young boy or girl who comes into the movement, spirituality comes in as soon as he makes his promise. The promise of Scouts and Guides tells us that we will do our best to do our duty to God. When we take the name of God, the spirituality comes in. Moreover, there are various programs in scouting, like the All Faith Prayer, the Scout Zone, the Guide Zone, which gives enough opportunity for each child to develop the spiritual potentiality. Not only that, when the Scouts and Guides work with each other, this spiritual development definitely comes about. Now, let us go to the next point, which is the principle. Now, the principle of Scouts and Guides is very much clear when a scout makes or a guide makes a promise. The promise says, on my honor, I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to help other people and to obey the scout guide law. So when a scout or guide makes his promise, the duty to God is very much clear. The young boy or girl at once becomes aware about the presence of Almighty God. The young boys and girls know that this whole world is created by an unseen force, which we call God. The beauty of nature, the beauty of the world around, the beauty of his friends, the people around him is all the creation of God. And so he realizes the importance of God, and therefore the first principle is a duty to God. The next comes duty to others. Each young boy or girl who comes into the movement at once becomes very conscious of the society in which he lives. When he makes the promise, he says, I would do my best to do my duty to God and my country. When they talk about country, it is a society, it is a people around which matters. And definitely, when the young boy or girl comes into the movement, the young boy or girl realizes his duty to others. He realizes his duty to the society, to the country, and all the people who make up the society and the country. The next principle is duty to self. When we talk about duties to self, it is always very clear that if the young children do not look after themselves, do not look after their health physically, if they do not look after their mental health, if they do not look after their intellect, development of the intellect, development of the social instincts, the emotion, or the spiritual potential, they cannot do their duty to God or to others. So there is always a duty towards self, which is the development of the self. Until and unless the young children, the young boys and girls who come to the movement carry out their duty to themselves, they cannot be proper citizens of the future. Now, Let us go to the next point now. The next point is the method. What is the method of Bharat Scouts and Guides? Now, when we talk about the Scout Guide method, it is a system of progressive self-education. So every time they come into the movement, what they do is they have a development of the self, which is a progressive self-education. And this self-education comes to the promise and law. The first point is the promise and law. In fact, the promise and law is a great foundation on which each and every work of Bharat Scouts and Guides is based. Now, when we talk about the promise, if you all remember, what was your promise? On my honor, I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to help other people, and to obey the Scout or Guide law. Now, when we make this promise, the promise is actually the foundation of what we are going to do. In fact, the progressive self-education is built here, because here, when we make the promise, our duty towards God and to the country is realized at once. Then again, it also builds in us the instinct of helping other people. And this definitely leads us to obey the Scout Guide law. Now, when we go to the Scout Guide law, which has 9 points, we will see that the Scout Guide law tells us to be trustworthy, to be loyal, to be friend to all, and a brother or sister to every other guide, to be courteous, to love animals and nature, be disciplined and help protect public property, to be courageous, thrifty, and to be pure in thought and mind. When we are very sincere to this law, when we take each point of this law very sincerely, we definitely help ourselves to be educated. Educated in the sense we become better citizens of the future. The next method is learning by doing. Now, Scouts and Guides do not believe in giving lectures and the others being passive listeners. What we do in Scouting and Guiding is we learn by doing things. In fact, none of our activities are complete without doing the things practically by ourselves. Small little things like learning knots, learning lashings, the first aid, and all other activities are actually learned practically. So learning by doing plays a very, very important part in the Scout Guide movement. Another important point is membership of small groups under adult leadership. This is one admirable thing which the founder has brought into Scout. Now, when the founder first conducted the experimental camp at Brownsea Island, he had 20 young boys in this camp. But these 20 young boys were divided into 4 tiny groups, which later on came to be known as patrols. Now, the patrol system is very, very important in the development of scouting, because in the patrol system, what happens is each individual who become member of a patrol, they become very, very responsible. They become responsible for the development of not only the patrol, but each member of the group. Now, in each patrol, there are leaders. Now, these young leaders manage these small groups. So the qualities of leadership is also developed in these small groups. So membership of small groups under adult leadership, that is also a very important point. Now, though we have those patrols or the sixes as we have in Bulbuls and in Cubbing, now all these are placed under an adult leader who is the scoutmaster, the flock leader, the cup master, the guide captain. So they are adult leaders. Now these adult leaders also have a very important role, especially in scouting and guiding. These adult leaders are not autocratic leaders here. They are democratic leaders giving enough scope to the young people who are under their care. These adult leaders work as guides and philosophers to these young boys and girls who are in their groups. Now, the next point that we come to is the progressive and stimulating programs of Bharat Scouts and Guides. Now, Bharat Scouts and Guides is such a movement which gives enough scope for each child to progress, and these progression takes place through the stimulating programs. We are aware that when a child comes into the movement, the child is just a recruit. And then after he learns some basic things of the movement, he slowly is invested into the movement. After his investiture, he does not remain stagnant there. He takes the stimulating programs and progresses a step further to go on to become a Pratham Sopan. From Pratham Sopan, after taking various stimulating programs, he goes on to become a Ditya Sopan. After working as a Ditya Sopan for some time, taking active role in the various stimulating programs, which are camping, which helps pioneering work, which also teaches them a little bit about first aid, about camping, about how to light fire, how to be self-sufficient when they go out into the wild nature. And after doing all this, they again progress a step further and go on to become a Tritiya Sopan scout or guide. Here again, there again very much, there are a lot of stimulating programs. And these stimulating programs again help them to go a little further on. And that is to become a Rajya Puraskar scout or guide. Now, when they attain this higher level, they are again rewarded because they get a certificate which is signed by the governor of a state. And after this, they can again carry on with their work, gain some more progressive work, some more stimulating work, and go a step further to become Rashtrapati Scouts or Guides. So the Bharat Scouts and Guides is a unique movement where we have clear-cut definitions, principles which put a lot of stress on the duty to God, duty to others, and duty to self. We have a purpose, and the purpose is to contribute to the development of young people physically, intellectually, socially, emotionally, spiritually. And then, of course, we have our methods. The methods are always based on the promise and law, learning by doing, membership of small groups and adult leadership, progressive and stimulating programs. So this in total is the fundamentals of Bharat Scouts and Guides. I hope the viewers, the participants who are in this meeting are now quite clear about the fundamentals of Bharat Scouts and Guides. I take this opportunity to thank each one of you for giving me a patient hearing. And I also thank the NHQ, the RHQ, and all the officials for giving me this opportunity to speak to so many people of the whole Northeastern region. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful session. It was really relaxing whenever we hear you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your beautiful session. So, जैसे हम सब लोग जानते हैं, we are scout and guides, and we can do for our community for a change or something else जो है जो भी है उसी के लिए अभी सब आप सबके लिए मतलब 2 लाइन बोलना चाहता हूँ. आसमान देखकर सपने बुनो, आसमान देखकर सपने बुनो, आसान को छोड़ो, मुश्किल राहों को चुनो. तो वही स्पिरिट को लेते हुए अभी मैं बुलाना चाहता हूँ मैडम एमिली स्वयं मैम को, इंटरनेशनल कमिश्नर गाइड एंड स्टेट सेक्रेटरी मेघालय, फॉर प्लीज डिलीवर द सेकंड सेशन ऑफ दिस मीट. मैडम स्वयं प्लीज. Madam Swear. Madam Swear, can you hear me, ma'am? Maybe there is some technical error. Madam Swear will not be able to hear you, ma'am. May I request to
Pankaj ji, I think Madam is unable to connect.
Okay.
We have with us our Joint Director Support Service, Darshana Madam. Madam, are you audible? Darshana Madam.
Sharma.
Yes, sir.
Kindly continue, presuming that Swear Madam is presiding over. She will come and join again. This is because of internet and the facilities. Kindly continue. Don't wait.
Yes, sir. For the information of all the viewers and all the guests, our Honorable SP Singh, Member of Legislative Assembly, Manipur, he informed over phone that due to technical problem, he is unable to join, and his blessing with all the members of the Bharat Scout and Guides. He convey his blessings, and he permitted us to continue this program. And if he able to join, he will join by next hour. Otherwise, he is going to join tomorrow with us. So thank you for that. We have our next speaker. I request Pankaj, you can request our Madhusudan sir
Okay,
to
sir. Thank
come
you so much, sir.
and continue.
So,
Then we'll invite our Shwar madam.
okay, thank you, sir. So I'd like to call Madhusudan sir for please deliver the third session of this myth, which is scouting guiding during COVID-19. So please, sir, stage is all yours, sir. Madhusudan sir.
Sharma, what is the problem? Mr. Sharma?
Yes, sir. Maybe Modhu sir also online, but he is not able to connect. We have our
Doesn't matter.
executive director Krishna Sami sir. I request sir to bless the gathering. Sami sir, are you audible?
Yeah, I'm available. Okay. Good evening. Good morning to all friends from the Northeast. It is an opportunity that when we are at home, we are able to revise the subjects, basically the fundamentals to what we run in a regular course program. Madam Arunima has given us a session on the fundamentals. How we practice fundamentals in our programs. That is mostly missing from our people when we speak to others. Since the Northeast region, we are very much on a quality scouting, and we have been doing it on a quality based scouting. So while speaking to you, I go back to the 3 points, which is the most essential part of the fundamentals, that is the duty to self. Though we put in the order of merit the third item, but we need to know that duty to self is something most important while delivering the fundamentals of scouting and guiding. Let us take up the recent examples that when all on a sudden the government announces there will be a lockdown, everyone should know how to cope up with the situation. That is duty to self. When we say that duty to self is most important, because if you want to do your duty to others, how you are going to help others? In the beginning, when we were looking into the programs of scouting guiding, we used to write in 3 columns that when a scout do something, it should be useful first to himself. If we see the cup programs, we say that how to sew a button. When it comes to Pravesh level of scout also, we see that. Why? Because for someone to see that he is comfortable by himself, that itself is a support to others. Otherwise, what happens? We depend on others, those who have essential duties to look after their family and others. So if we learn ourselves to look after ourselves, that is where the first aid come in handy. We learn first aid as a duty to self, that once we learn how we can treat for simple cuts, scratches or burns, we will remove the tension from among the people around us. So when we think why scouting is having a lot of program, something is called in the Cubs and Bulbuls as the program of Charan system or Punk system, or when we come to the scouting guiding, it is called the stages of the called as sopans, that is a step. So when we speak that the fundamentals of scouting in a paper, that is very easy, that this is why a organization stands for. At the same time, when we practice it in our unit, the unit leader see that each young person is a different character. The child who like to sing may not be very happy to dance, or a child who is shy in participating in group activities may be happy to draw with a pencil and paper. So in scouting fundamentals, when we speak of duty to self, is see that each individual is supported by our action. The number of proficiency badges we have, most of them, why it is not attempted is because most of the proficiency badges which are very easy and which doesn't need any separate efforts to do is not known to ourselves. That is, our duty of knowing what is our program is also missing. So while speaking to you, I would like to tell that let's read the literature available with us on various advancement of the Cubs, Bulbul, Scouts, Guides, and let us ask ourselves how we are helping to develop physical potentials through one activity, the intellectual potential through another activity, the social effect of being in a camp, participating in patrolling councils or court of honor, or being part of a camp or in a campfire or a storytelling or playing. So these are few ideas which at our level we are not with our group now, but we can prepare. We can also prepare for some activities which the young people can do at home when they are away from us. The technology may not be all available everywhere, but there are advantages of having some instruments like the mobiles or telephones to reach out to our young people. I'm very happy to be with all of us in the Northeast, and I convey my best regards to the office bus, those who are present with us, whose blessings are with always the region for our growth. I thank the regional headquarters staff for the support. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for delivered a very valuable speech to the panel, to the all the participants together here. So now I'd like to request Madhusudan sir for deliver the third session of this meet.
Good morning, all. Before I start with my session on scouting and guiding in this difficult time of COVID-19, how to do scouting and guiding, I would like to share a small song to you all, and I would like you all to repeat it at the place where you're sitting. Okay. Good morning, all. And we are all in a very difficult times of the pandemic, and our motto says be prepared. As we all know, be prepared. We scouts are prepared to overcome any kind of this situation. When we talk about scouting and guiding, generally we are always used to scouting and guiding to be an outdoor activity. Scouting is outing. This is what we all know about. But this is a time of pandemic where scouting has to be indoors. And being indoors, what are the things we can be doing? This is not only doing scouting indoors, but this is the scouting 2.0, what we can say. Scouting has gone digital. When we say scouting has gone digital, it is not necessary whatever we do in scouting has to be done digitally. There are a lot of things what can be done non-digitally also. It all depends on how we perceive what we do and how we do. To give you a small example of it, I would like to give you few things what our scouts have done in the past 120 days. You all know since the time of lockdown, we have been doing scouting from home, that is digital scouting. Apart from digital scouting, some of our rovers, rangers, unit leaders, they have shed the fear of COVID 19 and have come out fearlessly to fight the pandemic as COVID warriors. This is one side of what scouts can do during the pandemic. Now, what is it we have done? We have served with the district administration, supporting them in various things. We have served in shelters. And apart from that, one of the biggest contributions what as scouts we have done is the mask ban. Friends, this has been one aspect or one part of it. But what is going to be the new normal of scouting? What is the new normal of scouting and guiding is going to be digital scouting. We need to understand the difference between what is digital scouting, what is virtual scouting, and what is online scouting. This makes a huge difference. See, what happens is when we talk about online scouting, it is there is some resources put online and a person can go have access to it and come back. This is a online. But when we talk about virtual scouting, now virtual meeting is something what we are now having now is a virtual meeting where we are present physically, but we are not looking at each other physically. We are divided by distance and connected by technology. So this is more known as the virtual meeting. And the last part of it is the digital meeting. These digital meetings are when there is an interface through the digital and the human. Technology and human are having an interface. Now, to give a very simple example how all these three things work, a e-learning course is a digital activity. Now, the sessions what we are taking, it's a virtual activity. You go research and do something on a website is an online activity. As unit leaders, I believe we have a lot of unit leaders today. What we need to look at is we need to look at delivering scouting to our young people virtually. So to deliver scouting virtually, the WASM has invented and brought a lot of things together for scouting from home. We have a small website called scout.org. I'm going to share that website for you all so that you can understand what is it we are talking today. There is something called as WASM services. You need to go to the WASM services. Here we have resources which is helpful for all of us, which is say it as staying connected and implementing the youth program. And this is the resources what is available for us.
Scouting defines a youth program as the totality of the learning opportunities from which young people can benefit. It exists to achieve the purpose of Scouting, which is educating young people as self-fulfilled active global citizens contributing to their communities.
When we come here, we have various resources. Generally, what happens is when we look at things, always we have the issues of connectivity. So here we have resources which will help us connecting without internet. So how we can connect with young people without having an internet connection? I will explain this to you in brief today so that we understand how we run this program without being connected.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Madhusudan sir, for your wonderful session.
Pankaj, Madhu sir session is not completed. He is disconnect. So we can request our director sir to bless all the members.
Okay, sir. So before we go to the blessings, so पहले मैं एक चीज आप सभी के साथ शेयर करना चाहूँगा, जैसे कि हम लोग 26 जुलाई को हम लोगों ने सब मिलके कारगिल विजय दिवस मनाए थे। कारगिल विजय दिवस हम लोगों ने सेलिब्रेट किए थे। उसी को मद्देनजर रखते हुए दो पंक्तियां हमारे फौजी भाइयों के लिए बोलने जा रहा हूँ। फौजी भी कमाल के होते हैं, फौजी भी कमाल के होते हैं, जेब के छोटे बटुआ में परिवार और दिल में सारा हिंदुस्तान रखते हैं। तो इसी के साथ मैं अभी रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगा, मैं प्लीज रिक्वेस्ट आवर डायनामिक डायरेक्टर सर आर.के. कौशिक सर फॉर प्लीज ब्लेस today's occasion, sir. Sir, please.
Thank you, Pankaj. I hope all of you can hear me.
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Respected Chetri Saab, our Chief Commissioner Scout, Swear Madam, International Commissioner Guide, Arunima ji, Hiramani ji, and mostly our chief guest, Mr. H.P. Singh, the MLA of Manipur State. First of all, really it is a great start by the Assistant Director of any region that the Scouter Guider meeting has been arranged virtually. So first I must congratulate the any region for organizing such important event because it is required now. Why it is required now? All of you know about this pandemic Corona-19 problem, and to solve our problems in this situation and also to provide a easier activity to our scout guide, rover rangers, cubs and bulbuls. All of you will be very happy that with the initiative of our Chief National Commissioner, Dr. Khandelwal and Dr. Chetri, the Executive Committee has now given the alternate subjects for each of the items from Parvesh to Rashtrapati or Parvesh to Golden Arrow batch for our couple bull and the scout guide rover rangers. Means the activities which they have to do in the field is now not required for them. And according to the situation, the state chief commissioner is also empowered to do the amendments for this time period only, that they can give some more alternative subject which is uh, easily possible to our youth. So now there is no need, for example, there is no need to go them for hike or to have a troop meeting in physical or to go for the camping also. So the for each such item, alternative subject has been given by us, which has already been circulated by us through circular also. So you all scouter guiders can go to the our website, that is www.bhgindia.org, and you can find in the resource page the circular, and with that circular you can go through the concerned circular in which the alternate subject has been given. So it will be easy for you that by sitting at your home you can guide your youth about these activities so that their progress will not be stopped. They will continue to their progress. Who is in Pravesh, they can go for Pratham Tapan after qualifying all the subject online. So on, and also being a scouter guider, you also have to learn how to organize the Zoom meetings. And Zoom meeting is available free of cost for 40 minutes. So there is no problem. You do not require to spend money also on that. Even now, number of other programs are also available. Google Meet is there. Geo has also started. Then there is a WebEx where you can have a meeting with your youth, which is very much required now. Because if you are not going to do this meeting at your unit level, then there will be no progress in the unit. And if there is no progress, definitely there will be qualitative fall down as well as the quantity fall down also will be there. We know that in the Northeast there may be some internet connectivity problem, but I think if you will try your best, we can succeed. And Northeast children, Northeast youth, as well as the unit leaders, whatever you required from our regional headquarters, definitely our regional headquarters will support you, support all the states in whatever manner we can. It is assurance from our national headquarters side, and moreover, our main representative, who is the chief of the Scout Wing, and Dr. Chetri is also there. Then Swear Madam is also there. So I hope there will be no problem. for any of the unit to run such type of activities virtually. So I must congratulate, and I hope the purpose of this webinar, which has been fixed by the Assistant Director of Northeast Region in consultation with our office barriers, it will be achieved fully, and our scouter guiders will also get benefit of this webinar, and they will do their best to bring the youth forward and also to enroll more and more youth who are very much interested now in the digital scouting. The second part is all of you know that 1st August is a Scarf Day, and now number of activities are going to be organized on the 1st August, and the national quarter with the help of Karnataka state is also organizing this Scarf Day, and we have given some special themes for that. Out of that, one is that the whole day you people have to wear scarves. Even your member youth also have to wear the scarf for the whole day. And another point is that we must enroll one more member. We all, not only you being a scout guider, even our scout guide or rover rangers also have to motivate some other youth to join our movement by presenting a scarf to them on that particular day. And the most important activity is that we have to renew our promise, and that promise should be made in a video, and that video should be uploaded in the social sites, so that in one day we want from India at least 30 to 40 lakhs video should be uploaded in the Facebook or the YouTube or the Twitter, so that all the India officials, means the government of India officials, as well as the other citizens of our country, will also see that number of promises has been taken, and they will also understand about our promise. So best of luck to all of you. Best of luck to any region, and thanks to Arunima madam for taking fundamental session. And I think there is no need to give thanks to our chief, Dr. Chetri, because he is the head of our scout wing family. But somehow, being a director of the Bharat Guides, it is my duty to give thanks to him on the behalf of National Quarter. So I hope, sir, your blessings will continue with the National Quarter. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much, sir. In this pandemic situation, I would like to say something about this situation. So, we have to be prepared and be informed, be smart and be safe. And we have to be ready to fight with this COVID-19. And now, I would like to call upon our Alanendra Sharma sir to announce.
Very good morning, and thank you, certainly. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Due to network issue, Shwar madam is unable to join and deliver the session. And Modu sir also disconnect, and he is going to join. By that time, I am going to continue with a few things about the session, scouting during this pandemic situation. Is it visible to you?
Okay, sir, go ahead. Anil, okay.
Yeah, our founder of the movement, he told that a scout is never taken by surprise. He knows exactly what to do when anything unexpected happens. The COVID pandemic 19 is come as a threat to the scout movement, but scouting never stopped. Immediately, our whole organization of the scout movement, they come with the special jyoti. The whole world young members enjoying the program. The Bharat Scout and Guides also not stay behind, and we start the National Virtual Youth Forum. The first time, young people of Bharat Scout and Guide enjoy the program and take active part. That is the beginning of the programs during this pandemic. The pandemic cannot stop us. All over the India, different corners, unit members, under the guidance of the scouter guiders, they are working day and night and supporting the community, supporting their administration. That is the education we learn from scouting. So now this meet, specially we kept for the scouter guiders. If we are unable to go for the activities face to face, what we can do? By this short information or a short session, you can see that examine the impact of unexpected situation in your group member. By the end of this my session, you are able to see what is your members situation now due to COVID or due to another problem, maybe Northeast Assam and other Tripura, other states is facing the flood problem also. So during this problem, what is our group members' position? We have to connect with our group member. Next is gain a deeper understanding of young members of your unit. Not able to join or have activity physically, but what we can do? We can understand our young people by our phone, by any mode of connection. Already our directors have told there is lots of opportunities there to have a digital program in our unit level or district level or state level or national level. Determine immediate strategic initiative. It is last 4 months we are kept at home. So now we have to think, what should we do? What is our strategy or adjustment to address our new reality? Because scouting never stop, we have to do some activity. What we are going to do? The next one is begin to identify a longer term strategy. Maybe Corona is going to continue for 1 year and next 1 year or 2 years. Then what we will do? We are going to stop the scouting? No, never. We have to see our long term strategy, how we can go with the advancement of the young people. Deliver program and activities to the young members. So during this pandemic situation also, we must deliver our program or activity. Activity maybe we shifted from physical to digital. So how we can develop progress of crisis recovery evolution. When we are responding, a responding period is started when we facing the situation. Period when we deal with the present situation or manage continuity. Already response period already we started. We start with Sankalp, we start with Uran. We want to make our young members active. Now it is the role of scouter guiders, how we are going to make your members active. Recover, period of learning and emerging stronger. See, before 4 months, I am very limited information about this digital meeting or other things. Now also we are learning, but many of people now they are conducting Zoom meeting at unit level. They are taking the test. That means Corona give up some positive things to learn and go with digital thrive period of preparing for and aid shaping the future. We have to reach our goal. Who are our scouts? Who are our guides? We are committed to the young members of the movement. So this is the responsibility of all scouters and guiders, all volunteers, to serve the young people, to help them to reach their goal. 5 key steps to progress from respond to thrive. What we should do? हमको क्या करना चाहिए? Gather the response team. You are maybe only one unit leader. Now it is difficult to handle the situations. You can take help from the senior scout or senior guides or rover rangers to have a digital unit meeting or troop meeting or company meeting. For that we need a team who is going to support, review and update data. We have to review ourselves. Who are the members? We have 32 members or 30 members in our unit. We should know each boys and girls individually. We should know their background. We should know their family status. Are they available for digital activity or not? Prioritize challenges and response. So we have to make it prioritize how we can give the digital programs to the young people. Plan option for recovery. If somebody is not able to do that, how we can help them? Act promptly and communicate effectively and consistently. Whenever you are working with the unit, you should act promptly, because scouter and guiders is the hero for the boys and girls. You are the ideal person from them. They want to see you. So you should be active one, then we can have the scouting and guiding properly. 4th step we have to do, that's program delivery. We have to plan our troop meeting or company meeting or crew meeting or team meeting accordingly, how we can deliver our program or activity. Next, visibility. Now we are working digitally. So we should go with social media actively so that people can see us. We can visible in our society that scout and guide are active and they are doing their work. To run this your unit level activities, we need the financial resource and fund development, how we can develop ourselves. Then only we can plan the activities. So you have to find out how can develop your financial resource or fund development, then you can go ahead for the activity. And future plan, how we are going to plan for your young people. How can they participate in virtual activities if there is no physical activities? Maybe September or October school reopen. If not reopen, then we have to plan how can we develop our activity package for the young people virtually. In this moment, we are able to connect the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. They are expecting the scouts should be more grow and more active. Then they ask Bharat Scout and Guide, give a data who are below in between the age of 15 to 25. जो लोग 15 से 25 के अंदर है, उसका data हमको दीजिए. They will be reflected in the youth portal of Government of India. They may call for service, they may call for activities from the portal. So Bharat Scout and Guides now given importance by the ministry and other people. If you see that programs of our regional program, the governor of Assam, Professor Jagadish Mukhi, he blessed the young people of Northeast since he know them, because we all informing him time to time, continuously we inform that what our young people doing. So we have to think our visibility, and we should go with the words of Mahatma Gandhi. I pray that every home in India may have children like scouts and guides. Now in this pandemic situation, we feel that government is giving us instruction to be disciplined, to be follow the social distance, but our people, sometimes we are very facing situation that is not government orders, we are not followable. It's a pathetic situation. If you go to the market, you can see that there is no social distance. Why? We need some more scouts and guides who are disciplined by heart. So now the statement of Mahatma Gandhi is more important for all of us to make more scout and guide, more disciplined people in our society. So, my dear scouters and guiders, it is my request, wake up, get busy. You have only one life day to live. So make the best of every minute of it. It's by Baden-Powell, who is our founder. This is appeal to the scouters and guiders. Do something for the young people. Young people are the future of our nation. To make our nation strong, we have to give more importance to develop our youth in the country. So thank you. And we have, I think now, we'll see that Emilia Swear Madam is connected or not. If she connected, she is going to talk about the scouting and guiding, which is important. And also if Madhu sir is connected with us now, we can request him to continue his speech. Then we can go for the closing. Pankaj, you can check the Madhu sir is there or not now.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable speech. Madhu sir, can you hear me, sir?
Pankaj, you can ask Emilia Swear Madam. I cannot identify her. Emilia Swear Madam is there or not?
Swear ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am? Swear ma'am? Are you there, ma'am?
It is for the information of the attendees and some of the panelists. So already we got a registration of Google from around 409 members. It is due to difficult situation, maybe due to network and other things, people are not able to connect. But it is going to be live already in the YouTube of BSD India. So you can go at any time and see that Bharat Scout and Guide YouTube channel. You can subscribe it and you can go and view the sessions and all the important speech from our guest speakers. So don't worry about that. When you join, this is my appeal to all the attendees and viewers who are not coming with their own name, they are coming with their mobile name or sometime others as a panelist. It is difficult to keep it in the meeting because it is not safe. तो मेरा सबसे ये रिक्वेस्ट है, जब आप ज्वाइन करेंगे यहाँ एक ऑप्शन होता है, आप जाएंगे अपना नाम के ऊपर तो लिखा होता है मोर. If you go to your above the name, you can see that more you can click it, then you can rename yourself. Your good name is very helpful to us to identify you. If you come with your mobile name or your device name, it is difficult to identify. So it is request to all the members and there is lots of option is there. Question answer, you can see. If you have in the below of your screen, you can see the Q&A. If you have any question, any attendees or any panelists, they can ask question, then we can give them answer. And next option, there is a chat box. Already many of them using chat. Your chat box also you can write. And third option, if you go there, you can raise your hand. If you want to talk, you can raise your hand. Now I can see that one attendee is raise his hand. So we can go to the attendee and make them unmute. Then they can speak. तो मेरे ख्याल से आपको समझ में आया होगा. यहाँ 2-3 ऑप्शन है. एक तो क्वेश्चन आंसर ऑप्शन है, उसमें जाके आप क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. इसको आप डिजिटल ऐसा नहीं है कि हम देखते रहेंगे और कुछ पूछ नहीं पाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है. तो आप क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. दूसरा है ऑप्शन, आप जाएंगे चैट बॉक्स में, वहाँ भी लिख सकते हैं. तीसरा ऑप्शन है आपका हैंड रेज कर सकते हैं. नाउ तुलसी प्रसाद दंगल, he want to speak something, so I make him allow to speak. Then Tulsi Viji, why you are raising hand? We want to know from you. You can speak. You unmute. आपका माइक को अनम्यूट करिए, उसके बाद बात करिए. तुलसी प्रसाद दंगल. Maybe is unable to do. So for many of us, it is a new things. Now I request Pankaj, you can request our HP Sethi sir to bless us, and we'll go with the question answer next round.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Before that, जैसे अभी हम लोग के शर्मा सर ने बोला, जैसे व्हाट टू डू ड्यूरिंग दिस पेंडेमिक एज ए स्काउट गाइड. अभी हम लोग को क्या करना चाहिए, क्या करना नहीं चाहिए, सबको रोल अच्छे से पता ही है. As a good citizen, we have to aware and follow the government rule, and also aware our near and dears. So 2 लाइन बोलना चाहता हूँ उसी के लिए. हार हो जाती है जब मान लिया जाता है हार. हार हो जाती है जब मान लिया जाता है हार. जीत तभी होती है जब ठान लिया जाता है. तो उसी के साथ मैं अभी रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ हमारे चीफ कमिश्नर स्काउट HP Chhetri sir, please bless the occasion and few some valuable words. Sir, please, stage is all yours, sir.
Is it the call for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I was thinking of requesting you to give me some time. So fortunately you told me, you asked me. I have some suggestions. I have nothing to contribute for the courses, syllabus and guidelines. I'll this program only, I have some suggestions. What I suggest to the assistant director and the team, you have been trying so much and doing a lot of things beneficial to the Scouts and Guides of any region. We are really grateful to you. In the meantime, being the only controller of Northeast region, whoever joins, the seniors, I mean, they should be seen that he joins effectively. It has happened to me in the last meeting because I couldn't speak and my photo was not shown, and audio visual means not fulfilled. So I thought let the situation improve, let their standard be improved, then I'll join. I kept quiet. And few days back, Mr. Kaushik told me, sir, state secretaries meet or the conference is scheduled and you are requested to preside over. I told no, I can't because I have so many commitments during 6 hours. I am so much of responsibilities. You ask somebody. Then again, few days yesterday, ROC guide, she requested me, sir, tomorrow, if you can come, and day after is the program. In the final validity, you are supposed to be there. I said, prima facie, no, I can't come because see, I have own commitments and all. But at the same time, I thought, no, this is any reason, my weakness, my hometown, I should not say no. Again, I told Ruby, no, Ruby, I'll join. You send me the link, I'll join both the days. Then I came here, I am here. The chief guest is missed in front of me. I feel pity, I feel ashamed because a person coming from another organization is a assembly, says assembly. He is coming from the state assembly, and he is cutting a very, very sorry figure among us. He has not been able to convey the lectures. This thing should have been checked. Being the senior of any region, being the controller of any region, you could have checked in advance, assigned somebody, some scoutmaster, guide captain, and I find the state secretary was also there in the morning. He is very senior and capable and veteran person. You could have taken assistance from him, so that it is not done. And I have already written a message to you, and I already sent. Tomorrow session, in between some information came. Tomorrow I shall have to attend another virtual meeting at 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11. So it is already finalized yesterday. Today people came in between and reminded me. So I'm unable to attend tomorrow. And I've already sent one mail to you, to WhatsApp, message in the WhatsApp to both of you, ROC and the assistant director. Kindly excuse me, forgive me. And request on my behalf to the MLA, SP Singh, to come and replace me, and so that he gets a chance to be amongst us. So the politicians should be amongst us. We should not do politics in Scouts and Guiding. We should always take the support of the politicians. It's always good, always welcome. So tomorrow I am not joining, but tomorrow I am sure Alinendu Sharma and ROC Guide will make a point that they come. He comes and he with the program, and at the end he attends. On another point is, Swear, she's so eager to join, and she cannot live without guiding and scouting, and she is always missed. So anybody hearing from Meghalaya, my suggestion is, maybe she is very comfortable in the chair, maybe very comfortable in that room, office room, to be virtually available with others. But every time we are missing her. Every time, whenever it is required, we are missing her. So what I feel, she should move to a place where net is available, where signals are available, and from where she should speak and she should meet us. Because we are upset not to meet the senior members. Senior members should come. And you know, if we talk of national headquarters, if we talk of scouting guiding, the national headquarters gives the lead to everyone. In national headquarters, Swear is the senior most. In 1974, Swear was taking Dr. Ganathe to any region and showing all the states. In 74, that time, you know, how many of us from NSQ were there? No one. She is the only. She's so valuable for the society, for the organization. She should be. So I am officially, personally, with due respect, love and affection, I am requesting Swear through this media. In the evening, I'll make a point to speak, and she will move to such a place from where net facilities will be available, and she will speak. There are so many other points I wanted to conclude with this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. For your blessing, sir. We will definitely go through resolve the issues of this internet and other things, sir. We are trying to be going to resolve it. So now I'd like to call our Assistant Director, sir, for interact with the participants. Sir, please. Sharma, sir.
Thank you, Pankaj. Now it is time of question answer, and we should listen from our scouter and guiders. Since our senior leaders with us, we can make a suggestion for them. Now it is. Yes,
Carry on,
sir.
carry on. Carry on, Sharma.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to speak 2 sentences.
Yes, please, sir. Please.
You please finish and give chance for question answer. In
Yes,
that forum, I'll speak.
So this is an opportunity for the scouter guiders. You can ask any question regarding scout movement or regarding your activity, what you can do during this pandemic situation. Now, floor is open for you. Any unit leader, you can raise your hand, or any attendees or viewers, you can raise hand or go to question answer. You can ask. One question I saw that would like to hear more from Madhusudan sir. Madhusudan sir is exactly we are very happy to inform you that he is the first Indian to get opportunity to be OZOM consultant. So we really want to listen to Madhusudan sir, and he is a good speaker and depth knowledge of scouting. If he is going to connect, not today, tomorrow also we can ask him to come and talk and complete this session. Anybody is there? One is coming as 626391. I don't know your name, but you can ask your question. What is the question?
Achha,
I am going to
Sharma,
allow you.
Sharma, can I finish and go away?
Yes, sir. Please.
Can I finish my suggestion? Last suggestion.
Yes, sir. Please.
In my life, I was never a teacher, but I am thoroughly working with teachers in my life. Always I am working with the teachers, but I was never a teacher. Never get a chance to teach in the class, and never a leader also in the scouting and guiding. But sir, the 1 or 2 points I wanted to suggest to the senior leaders. Arunima Didi, I know her personally very well. Such a good lady, arranging training and supporting us. And there are so many. So, see, previously it was information technology. Information technology, later it was developed to information and communication technology. Previously it was IT, later it became ICT, now it is ICT, information and communication technology. Likewise, in teaching, previously it was teaching. Means whether you learn or not, whether you like it or not, listen. I'll speak. Now, present scenario is completely changed. It is teaching and learning. It is teaching and learning. And what I teach, you should learn. Unless you learn, you can't go out of the class. I am teaching is a learning. So my suggestion, as a senior man, not as a leader of scouts, as a aged man, my suggestion is all deliveries, all lectures should be accompanied with interaction. So that in between any doubt, that is cleared. Now you are giving chance to put questions at the end. The split is over. In between, the split is over. If you have given a chance to speak for 1 hour, then you speak for 50 minutes and 10 minutes you give for the question answer. You manage yourself. It is your management. And at the end of your questions, deliberation, you can give chance to put the questions so that fresh. When something program goes, then we clap. It like is when somebody is speaking, we interact, so that the person who is interacting will learn, and a person who is not interacting but simply listening will also learn. But here, after 1 or 2 hours and end of the program, if you ask to answer, then that questions the persons who to answer and the person who is putting questions are also a little reluctant. That spirit is over. So this is my suggestion out of my experience. No, so kindly continue, because old man will be speaking so many, giving examples you may not like, may like, but you should like it. I'm telling the truth only. So with the permission of Mr. Sharma, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm not joining. And if I don't know, if I get chance, I can run away from my previous program, then I can come and join at the end. Give the option for me. But in my place, kindly request SP Singh. Also tell him it's also my request, Chief Commissioner's request. Kindly tell and let him be there. I wanted to leave, Mr. Sharma, if you allow me.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. It is a great advice for me. So we continue with the question answer with the session tomorrow. That is a good thing. And you told that you are not leader. You are the leader of the Scout movement at Northeast. You are the senior leader for us. So we always expecting your suggestion and blessing to run this movement smoothly at Northeast for the development of the all young people. Next, you know that our founder of the organization, he was not from the educational field, but he is the great contribution in 19th century by a soldier, not by a educationist. It is said by Bernard Shaw. So Baden-Powell is a army man, but he has the great contribution to the education field by Scout movement. Though you are not a professionally teacher, but you are a great teacher for all of us from by your life experience, lifelong experience what you are having. So that is the for many of us role model for role model you are. So we always think that you are always in our back. So we are doing the activity here. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm leaving now.
Thank you, sir. So we continue with the question answer. If there are any doubt, any question, you can ask. One question come from Ram Kumar ji. I am a Scout Master, Saint Joseph High School, Manoharat, District Sarai Dev. It is very nice listen to you. Okay, there is no only that, not question. Okay, thank you. Next one is there again it is a problem 526C4887. Why don't our movement not come out and help others as frontline work in this? Thank you. Okay. So during this COVID situation, for your kind information, we can have a Pankaj, if you permit, we can go with a video. Then other members also can see that what we are doing in Northeast Regional State.
Yes, yes, sir.
I really grateful to all the young people who are working hard to show their solidarity to the organization community. I request Gunajit to play, share the screen with the video clips of Northeast region. Is it ready, Gunajit? Okay, I'll. orang ne kutu te sidro te ठीक है I think it is the best answer for your question, but
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस के शुभ अवसर पर मैं आप सभी को हार्दिक बधाई एवं शुभकामनाएं प्रदान करता हूं। मुझे यह जानकर अति प्रसन्नता है कि भारत स्काउट एवं गाइड के पूर्वोत्तर मुख्यालय ने 21 जून को सुबह 10 बजे से 12 बजे तक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस के उपलक्ष्य में आई लव योगा शीर्षक विषय पर एक वर्चुअल प्रतियोगिता का आयोजन किया है। भारत स्काउट एवं गाइड देश की सेवा के निमित्त हर परिस्थिति में तैयार रहता है। वैश्विक महामारी कोविड-19 के दौरान भी इस संस्था का सहयोग हमें प्राप्त हुआ है। मैं इस मौके पर स्काउट एवं गाइड के सभी पदाधिकारियों, प्रशिक्षकों और सदस्यों को तहे दिल से धन्यवाद देता हूं। योग भारतीय परंपरा का एक अनमोल उपहार है। हमें योग को अपने दैनिक जीवन का हिस्सा बनाना है। योग के प्रति लोगों की रुचि जितनी अधिक होगी उतने ही अधिक लोगों का जीवन बेहतर होगा। मेरा विश्वास है कि योग के व्यापक प्रचार प्रसार में भी भारत स्काउट एवं गाइड आगे भी अपनी विशिष्ट भूमिका निभाएगा। मैं वास्तव में स्काउट एवं गाइड को एक संस्था नहीं बल्कि एक आंदोलन मानता हूँ। स्काउट्स एवं गाइड एक गैर राजनीतिक शैक्षिक आंदोलन है जो हर नवयुवक को मानवता की सेवा करने का मौका प्रदान करता है। इसका मुख्य उद्देश्य नवयुवकों की पूर्ण शारीरिक, मानसिक, बौद्धिक, सामाजिक तथा आध्यात्मिक क्षमताओं का विकास करना है, जिससे कि वे एक जिम्मेदार नागरिक के रूप में स्थानीय, राष्ट्रीय तथा अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर योगदान कर सकें। मैं भारत स्काउट एंड गाइड के पूर्वोत्तर मुख्यालय की ओर से अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस पर आयोजित वर्चुअल प्रतियोगिता की सफलता की कामना करता हूं और आशा करता हूं कि इस प्रतियोगिता में आप अधिक से अधिक प्रतिभागी शामिल होंगे। संस्था के पदाधिकारियों सहित इस कार्यक्रम में जुड़े सभी व्यक्तियों को मैं एक बार फिर से बधाई और शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। जय हिंद।
I think that you can see the activities what the scout do during this pandemic, and it is going to continue also. But it is not enough. Of course, that is for that purpose we are having this scout और गाइडर conference. उसी के लिए हमने ये कॉन्फ्रेंस रखा है. जो स्काउट और गाइडर एक्टिव होगा तो उनका जो यंग पीपल हमारे जो स्काउट गाइड रोवर रेंजर है ऑटोमेटिकली एक्टिव होगा और वो लोग समुदाय के सेवा में जुड़ेंगे. We expect that more and more young people come with your support. There are a few more questions. One is Shanathai from Manipur. He want to know about scouting movement in India. Shanathai, it is a good thing, but during this 2 days program, that is 2 hours, 4 hours, we cannot know all these things, but it's a glimpse for you. Please attend tomorrow also, then we will know better, some more information about this. Today you come to know fundamentals and other things also you come to know. So I hope that tomorrow it will be more, you will get information. One more, our friend Pankaj Kishore Munshi is on a level by our Honorable Chief National Commissioner. It is going to come shortly and it is already decided. Next, Dr. Naomi Carey, Langlight. Maybe I not pronounced properly. Sorry, ma'am. You asked about the commissioner also has right to change the syllabus accordingly their situation. So there is a virtual activity is there. You can go with the circular. It will be helpful for you. Subhankar Malik is asking about the pandemic situation. One problem is arriving for me is that students are using their parents' mobile and also they have their school classes. Also, they have their tuition. Sir, can you please guide us how we can make the parents as well as students that our classes is also important? Shubhankar, thank you very much for your question. See, when we have the physical classes also, that time also same situation. Now also we should have compact session. You cannot ask the student to spare whole day, but you can ask, they give half an hour for the scout movement, which is develop your children in mental health. That is the first approach you can give to the parents. We are going to talk about the children, about how they can be more active during this lockdown period also. Then I hope parents will be agree with you, because parents is the one point of the triangle. So we run the scout movement with the help of parents only. And 1 hour Bandrik is asking, it was said that progression of scout can be done online. How will the scout show his works? Already the syllabus come and you can start the work accordingly and complete the activity. Okay, the last question I am going to take. How can we support the COVID-19 warriors of medical department during this pandemic? Already we are supporting, you saw the video also, and we can do better. We can go to that online training in Ayush and WHO. You can have information about the pandemic more, then you can support the medical team also. So we expect that others already time is over, so we are going to close this program. This program actually hosted by our State Secretary of Manipur, Sri Hiramaniji, and with the support of Papan Saha from Tripura. We want to make the team of scouter guiders and official in Northeast region active. So we give responsibility to arrange guests, arrange meeting, everything with our colleague and team members of Northeast. So we make a core team to organize this program, and we have a series of programs. We are going to have contest for the Kabul, that is a photo contest. 31st July is the last date to submit the photo. Just Kabul, they could not attend the virtual meeting, but they can have photograph and send to us. We will motivate them with appreciation. So they will be busy with their works. Then we have a talk show for the Scout Guide on 3rd and 4th. So where our scout is going to talk. That time we are all going to be a listener. So give a chance to your young members. Thirdly, we have a quiz competition for Rover Ranger on 10th August. So Rover Ranger will be involved from each state. Selected people are going to attend. And we have a storytelling competition for Kabbulbul again. So they will get a chance to express themselves. They can speak this, they can tell the story in their mother tongue. There is no harm. We cannot compel the Kabbulbul, they should speak English or Hindi. They will speak, but this will give a exposure to our Kabbulbul. So state is going to nominate the people. That program we are going to arrange with the help of our team member of Northeast region. So this is the time to say thanks. So I request Pankaj, you can invite our Hiramani sir, State Secretary of Manipur, say thanks and few words. And on behalf of Bharat Scout and Guide, we express our sincere thanks to all the speakers here. And special thanks to member of Legislative Assembly, MLA sir, Mr. SP Singh from Manipur. He connected with us, but due to network problem or any other technical problem, he is unable to continue his speech, and we are not able to listen to him. But we expect that with the support of Hiramani ji, tomorrow he is going to join with us in during closing, and he will really share his experience and about scouting movement and going to bless all the members. And I request all the members to join tomorrow. If it is somebody has some problem, you can go to the YouTube and you can see the all video clips again. And also we have the session on fundamentals of BSJ by Arunima madam. Thank you, madam. And Madhusudan Avala from Karnataka, and he is the Deputy International Commissioner Scout and also the OSAM consultant. So we'll look forward to listen from you tomorrow. And we have the speakers from our Executive Director, Sir Krishna Sami Sir, Director Sir R.K. Kaushik, and our Chief Commissioner H.P. Sethi Sir. We are really thankful on behalf of Northeast Regional Headquarters. Now I hand over to Pankaj. Pankaj, please request our Hiramaniji.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So we are came to the last session of this end of this meet for today. So I would like to request Mr. Hiramani Singh, sir, State Secretary Manipur, to please thanks and give the gratitude to the meet, sir. Hiramani, sir. Stage is all yours, sir. Please.
Pankaj, you can invite Papanji. Papan is there.
Bless the occasions with your valuable words, sir. Papan, sir.
Okay, then thank you, Pankaj and Charnali for hosting this program, and Papanji also unable to speak. So on behalf of the host and co-host and team member of this event, I extend sincere thanks to all the viewers and attendees, and look forward that tomorrow in time you are going to join. Link will be shared in the WhatsApp group. Come and join in the program. And tomorrow we have important session with Darshana Pavaskar, Joint Director Support Service, and our Deputy Director Guide Leader Training, M.N. Masamma, and our Assistant Director National Adventure Institute, who is now taking charge of Deputy Director Scout Leader Training. So 3 special session will be there for you. So kindly join. And also we expect that our dignitaries will come in the closing ceremony. So thank you very much to joining with us, and we look forward for your active participation tomorrow also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So now you can leave this meeting. I request all the attendees and panelists to leave this.